wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
God damn!
Apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
Hey guys, my name's Anna. This reaction comes from Death Battle. This is Buffy has 128 novels, and we read them all. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Death Battle. I didn't realize there was that much information out on her. I didn't realize there was a whole series out on her outside of the TV show. That's my only knowledge of Buffy, and of course, you know, the movie. So we'll see if there's any sort of information that can really put her over the top, because honestly, from the show, I don't really remember anything specific that would push her over the top, that would have her have any sort of a chance against Blade, but I guess we're gonna find that out here. But before we get into it though, please check all of those links I got for you down in the description below. More specifically, Death Battle's link if you haven't already. It's a great way to support everybody who goes into making these videos, and a great and easy way to support me is to go right below this video, click all of those buttons down there, and if you're feeling extra generous and want to support the channel, you can join as a channel member for just $1 a month, and without any further ado, let's go.
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
For thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers, and was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything. Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's
No.
only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school.
Whoopsie.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California to start a new life, far away from any more bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander.
Oh god.
Buffy and her Scooby Gang would battle a
Scooby Gang!
never-ending series of monsters.
And we mean truly never-ending. Sure, there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels. Tens of thousands of pages
Blink and you'll miss it.
lore you've never heard of.
But we're just crazy enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it! When she fought an ancient demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo, capoeira, and taekwondo.
God damn!
Apparently thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Whoa!
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and, smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
And
God damn!
Of armor, she
I
can
forgot about
survive
that.
Massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephrilion's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded.
Like a TARDIS.
But if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic
about
makes
that.
her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks. Like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Or that time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
I do not remember her being tougher than the goddamn Terminator.
Seriously, that's amazing.
This series is crazy.
And influential. There are college courses on Buffy studies that cover how much it changed television. I took one in undergrad.
Oh yeah? How's that student debt going?
Not great.
That's what I thought. Well, come back next time for the full episode of Blade versus Buffy.
Alright, and that is going to be something that, as of the release of this reaction, is going to be happening tomorrow, so really looking forward to that, and probably will have the reaction for that video on Monday, so please stay tuned for that. And I'm still not entirely convinced that Buffy can defeat Blade. Maybe I'm wrong here, maybe there's something I'm missing, but I feel like Blade is a little too overpowered for her. I am more than willing to be wrong. I am more than willing to admit when I'm wrong, but that's what I meant to say there. But it should be an interesting fight nonetheless, and we'll see if Buffy can, in fact, prove me wrong. But what do you think? Do you think she has a chance against Blade? Please leave a like if you enjoyed this reaction. Do check all of those links I got for you down in the description below. And if you're feeling generous and you want to support the channel, you can join as a channel member for just $1 a month. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all my $5 and up supporters on Patreon. Cruising, Wolverine 310, Kester Konas, Joshi, Roadrunner 1967, Cece, Chris Curtis, Voskoffany, Misa, Misa 2, Fleet Street Vicom, Christopher Banyard, Songbird 177, Misa 3, Inkalinquist, Bat Outta Hell 24, Something Else, 20L, The True Sunny Hero, Devisto David Asbun, The Demons of Rage, Kitty 89, Johan Estrup, SCP-3887B, Powerpuff Girls fan number 8, Andy Doan, Patricia Defoe, Beth, and Isaiah E. Craig. And if you too like to have a shout out, and in each and every one of my videos, please head on over to patreon.com/GDanReactor for more. And I'll see you guys next time.